man? I'm running late as usual. All right, let's see here. Get my stuff done. You think I know what I'm doing by now, right? But not so much. All right. Get my live stream pulled up right here. Here we are. Get everything set up. Hey, look, this is actually the correct one. This is amazing. All right, so there's that. There's this. There's this. What's up, hobbies? What's up, guys? So, all right, so the biggest question is, and I'll probably miss everybody on this one, but should we do a meet and greet in December? What do you think? Marcus, what's up, buddy? OB, what's up, buddy? So, yeah. Should I do a meet and greet in December? What do you think, huh? Totally awesome. Mir, dude, you guys are always so quick on video releases, including the shorts and stuff. I'm trying to do some little shorts and stuff for everybody. So I am a little bit early, yes. I'm just having such a pain getting this thing set up for some reason, but I figured I'd come on a little bit early here. So mess with you guys. Yeah, this is the Ascent 32. And the reason it is on my desk is because I have upgrades. So, yep, I've got some upgrades here. I've got some brass knuckles. I've got like links, oil-filled shocks. So they worked with Endure on quite a bit of stuff here. So, all right, JP, what's up? Oh no! All right, so Obi, you think I should just post up an event? I could call up Cherokee and see if I could do it. See if I could get a weekend there. Chainsaw, what's up? Adam Williams, hey buddy. Nelson, Pennsylvania, what's up? Brian Button, Brandon Geiger, Brandon Geiger, or Brand on Geiger, I'm not sure. Rob Connett. Oh yeah, gotta get the waffle up there. You're right. Thank you for mentioning that. So right here, Tuesday night. Here we go. Right here. Get that done. I appreciate you reminding me, dude. I'm just weird right now. There we are. There are the tickets for tonight right there. Pin the message. There you are. So, don't forget your pro codes. Yeah, you need some pro codes, don't you? You're going to have to message me, dude. Oh, man, super informative. Thank you, OB. I appreciate that, man. RS fair to Midland. Man, I used to have an old guy that lived next to us back when I was a kid, back in the 1950s. I used to ask him, how you doing? Old fair to Midland. That's how it was. Clayton, so you picked up the Baja Ray? Sweet. I even autographed it 3 times for you. I autographed it on the drive shaft. Oh, boy. 40, sir. Anyway, all right. Up for the waffle tonight is going to be a Carbon X with everything that I supply on it. Ooh. Okay, yeah. Anyway, stickers for the Trail X are supposed to be here, I think, tomorrow or Thursday. So I'll be posting those. Tires are assembled. The front links are assembled. Most everything else has been shipped. I will have the shocks finished up and ordered tonight. So I had to go a different route with the shocks, but I think it's going to be a nicer set, to be honest with you. But once the shocks are on the way, get confirmation on the carbon rails being shipped out, I should be able to start assembling everything. Well, the tires are already assembled. The tires and wheels are put together. Axles come together. Transmission comes together. I've got all the motors I can go ahead and get set, get all the mesh set on those. Servos are here. I can go ahead and get those put on the axles. So yeah, I got some stuff to do. Let's see. Oh, Nitro, you do got the #1 crown. Marcus, he gave me $700 for it, but he says he'll sell it to you for $8. Ponky, what's up? DSM Off-Road, dude, I haven't seen you on here in a while. What's up, dude? So I'm just sitting here talking, messing around. I've got a couple parts here. A couple of things I'm working on. I still got some work to do to them, but hopefully they'll be ready by the end of the week. I've already gave one of them a test drive, and I found a little bit of an issue with it that I got to adjust, but I will let you guys take a guess at what you think these are for. Okay, and I'll set them down right here. So you got that. So this is a test print, dude. It's got one wall with like 8% infill. It is brittle. Mike Debris, yes, I see you. Yes, funky Vertex side skirts. They are not Vertex side skirts, but they are Vertex. It's something that you've got that many have been asking for. It is for the Vertex, yes. It is for the Vertex. Many have been asking for these, and now that I'm seeing trucks built in a certain way, it's like, okay, I gotta make it happen. Gotta make it happen. Forward crash for axles? What's a forward crash? What did Marcus say? Oh, looking for what Marcus had to say here. So anyway, if you guys want to get a ticket, dude, I wonder, maybe next week. Might have to see. I don't know. But anyway, like that skid that guards the front of the axle from logs. Oh, you're talking about a drag axle skid. You're actually correct in a way. These are for the front. Well, this is the front one. I've got some work to do to it. It's not too far off, but it still needs some adjustments to it. And this one is set to go on the rear because they have rear steer. They're doing the front axle on the rear. So I'm trying to set something up for those guys as well. Hopefully my angles of the dangles will be right because it should be really cool. So trying to add those, trying to get those done, get them tested out. Like I say, I've already tested one of them and it worked okay, but I saw a flaw in it that I need to take care of. Actually, this isn't even the one that's on the truck. I've got a much newer version on the truck. Ooh, it looks like that one. I guess I'll leave that one over there. I won't spoil the surprise on that one. All right. Cross drop the 5th scale emo truck. Supposed to be huge. Okay. If it has the same axles as the Vertex, that'll be interesting. Hard lines. One of them is this right here would probably end up being the rear steer Vertex skid, but I got to test fit it and see if my drive shaft angle groove is correct. Servo down low mounts on axle. For what? Got 2 of them already. Well, I did the front one, and then the rear one was kind of like the front. It's the same axle, but I just had to do some adjustments on it. This is the DX Rugged Plus. Yes, I might do a video on this one soon. Looks pretty cool. I think it's got like, what, 10 or 12 channels, dual protocol. Yeah, 12 channels, dual protocol. It's actually pretty awesome. I got 2. Let me see here. So are you guys picking up tickets? There's a drop-in linear servo in the future for more scale. The best way you're going to be able to get that is, and I've seen it done, would be basically like full hydraulic. You're talking linear servo. That's all a hydraulic ram is a linear servo. And rather than wires, you have a hydraulic oil going. And it's already been done in RC. It's already there. So yeah, it's already there, honestly. All right, let's see where we're at here. I'll go pull the Vertex over and show you guys the test that I did on it earlier today. Just so you guys will have an idea of what's on the way. I think it should be pretty cool though. So. No, Marcus, I did not sell it to Clayton. No, I did not. Yeah, the problem is getting one that's strong enough. You know, that's the thing, getting a linear that's strong enough, because basically it's a rack and pinion, basically, or it's like a worm screw, you know, something like that. So let me go grab the Vertex and I'll show you guys the results from today's test. Hang on. You guys are going to like this. Oh, get my flip-flops off. I don't know why I was wearing my flip-flops back there. At least I got shorts on. That's a good thing. All right. So, from today's test, you guys can see a little bit how it fits and all that. Kenneth, what's up? Rack and pinion will be a slap for drifters. Yeah, but man, you're going to have speed. It's going to have to be so fast in there. Explain the ticket. Sorry, noob here. OB, the tickets are for tonight's winner, like a waffle, and it'll be for a crawler kit, as in like the parts that I supply. I don't have all the parts here to give a whole kit, but you can see from today's test right here. So it's working. I just found a little bit of something I need to adjust on it. You guys can see how it fits in there too. All the way up into there, all the way out. You can see, hopefully, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it actually fits up in there really nice. So I'm happy with the fitment. I just got to make an adjustment. And this is why I test, because I think the thing is actually, I thought it was perfect. I'm like, oh man, this is absolutely flawless. And I found a flaw in it. So that's what I'm working on. I know you don't like it, Nitro. It's okay. You can stay with your SCX6. I'll keep the high performance truck, buddy. All right. Love my rear steer. Yes, front axles. Need one. So well, Mias actually has already shipped everything to me. Yeah. Did you get the West? It's on its way, Marcus. So that's why I'm trying to get this stuff done. So I have this ready for that. Nitro Pimp says his SCX6 is 8S. Been there, done that, buddy. Many times. Dude, the Vertex will whoop a SCX6. It's not even a contest. Not even a contest on that. So when it comes to straight crawling, technical trails, this right here will walk all over a 6 and just send that guy home mad. Now, if you want something to look pretty on the trail, then the SCX6 is the way to go. Oh, the front? Really? On the front? Punky, it's if you're looking for straight performance, the Vertex will kill the 6 in a heartbeat. The 6 just doesn't stand a chance when it comes to pure crawling performance. This is like a LCG comp truck, only big. It's that good. It really is. I agree, Nitro. The SCX, and on my first video, I mentioned it. They're not in the same class. I just grabbed your rear skid for the Vertex today, but now I see your front skid. I'm definitely purchasing it. Yeah, I'm working on it, buddy. I still got work to do on it. It's not quite ready yet. With any luck, tonight I'll have the final design. Tomorrow I'll do the drive, and then possibly Friday I'll have the release on it. I mean, it's not really a whole lot that I've got to do to it, but it's just I got to have this thing right, and I found a flaw in it. Let me show you this other one I've got, which is more closer to what's on here. All right, let me go over here. This one, which is actually, yeah, this is real. This is really close to the correct one here. Whoop. So this is more close to the actual legit finished design. The issue is in here. This is where the issue is at that I found. This is all perfectly fine. That all worked perfectly. It bolts in using one of your link mounts right here. It'll come with bolts. I got bolts on order. They're supposed to be here Thursday. A longer bolt for your top right side link. Yeah, top passenger side link. You get a bolt through there. It will bolt into there. This will wrap the pinion snout, and then your driver side shock bolt goes into here. So it's bolted in. Actually, three bolts. 1, 2, and 3, and that's also secured by the pinion snout. So it's actually locked in pretty well. On this one right here, what I'm probably going to do is offer it in 2 versions. One will be a 3-wall 50 fill, which is what this one is. Since this is in the front, now let me get you guys input on this. Since this is in the front, a 4-wall 75 would fit really nice in here. Now, my question for you would be, this area here is just wasted space. Do I just leave it open? Because, I mean, you could actually technically put, say, some lead weights in there. You could totally do it. I mean, it's on the axle, but this is all dead space in here. I could just leave it open and allow you guys to put lead weights, and you actually have a tray for it. What do you guys think about that? What am I using for design software wise? Buddy, I've got really good at Tinkercad. That's all I use. Mark Tulak, dude, I agree. The 6 is great on the trail. Beautiful trail truck. Losi LMT 3.0. That'll be interesting. Maybe it's a more race version. What Mark is saying about the Baja Ray, the best thing about the Baja Ray is to just simply drive it. I know it's going to sound hard to say, but drive it scale. 2S, let the truck work and move. It's a beautiful truck, man. It really is. When you push it like it's crazy, that's when you start having issues. Nitro Pimp gone, number 2. Wow, Nitro Pimp. Wow, how did Olivier ISL 6614? How did he get number 1? Wow, dude, how did that happen? Nitro's posted a lot. I'm using FreeCAD. It's beyond challenging. Man, I'm just on Tinkercad, dude. I'm putting blocks together. See, I've messed with Fusion a couple times, and I just keep going back to Tinker because I'm like, you know what? I know Tinker, but I am want to eventually go to Fusion. I tell you, I'd like to just simply purchase the program, but I go purchasing a program. This little piece of junk computer is no longer strong enough. I can't even edit. I have the Insta360, the V5 or whatever it is. I can't even edit with this computer. It's not good enough. It doesn't have the cards and power to do it. So, and a buddy of mine was telling me just to get the Apple. It's $1,000 computer, and it's like I could get that, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know. Direct drive Capper MT. Donation. Mark to like donation for. No, there was no donation. Nothing's came in on that. Low C crawler to Orlando. How in the heck are you doing all them inserts in Tinkercad? I tried and perhaps it's dude. I've got inserts are basically a bunch of circles and some tapers and some little squiggly lines. That's actually pretty easy to do there. Need a tower with a graphics card and a capture card. Yeah, I probably do, Punky, because I tried the Insta360 on here and there was just no way. No way. Even trying to scroll a little bit, it was just cutting scenes. It wouldn't get it. I tried. Oh, so they worked out for you. Marcus, which hole are you in? The top ones or the bottom ones or in the middle? Computers are so much money these days for something good. Dude, I know, man. Yeah. I saw excited t-shirt RC event in Arkansas this past. I saw a excited t-shirt. You saw an excited t-shirt? Whether you saw an excited t-shirt. Was it oh, okay, I see. I was about to ask you if the high beams were on. Oh, see tires. You spend that on RC every few months. Oh, dude. I spend that on RC tires every few months. RC tires, maybe. Right now, most of my money, thousands and thousands, are into Trail X. Would you guys like to see it with the body cut and painted? I don't have the proper tires on it, though. Yeah, Mir got the number one now. Oh, we are working on I'm working on some new graphics. The shirts I put up on the website, I believe there's one green one left, but 3 out of 4 sold. And that kind of gave me a little bit of drive to start making more shirts. So I've got to order in for 20 shirts. I'm still finishing up the graphics, but the back is going to have a little bit more graphic in it. It should be pretty cool. Dude, there are a lot of haters in the RC world, buddy. Believe me, there are. The 4,000 horsepower are out, so 3,000 series are cheap and powerful. See, I wouldn't need much more than, I guess, whatever that 3,000 is. Friday night I saw a new video put on YouTube that a guy has added rear steer to the. Yeah, see, the rear steer, guys, this is that kind of promote that made me go ahead and start doing this. And honestly, aside from one little spot right in here, this actually it worked because I got my little slip skids on here, but I got to add some slip skid in here. There is, let me show you guys. You can see this gap right here? I'm going to use that gap and add a little bit of a ramp in there. This way, if you're on a rock or something like this, there's less chance of you catching on the axle right here. So less chance. Is it completely unhang upable? No. I mean, but it's a lot better than just having the axle hanging down there. So, but as you can see, it did get on it. Both, I was all over it, everything like that. You can see how the rear one, now that rear one is an absolute work of art, dude. Just lost my pen. But yeah. And I've got the pro codes in here. So, all right. So y'all want to see the, you want to see the trail? Dude, this Trail X is so bad to the bone. Man, I comped it this Sunday because I wanted to see how it would do in that. Because, dude, honestly, it's what I consider a trail truck, what other companies consider a comp truck. Not bragging, but I did come in second in class 3 with the stock tires that will be on it, which will be the razor wires. I'll grab it real quick. Hang on. I'm happy with this truck. It did great. Got a tire right here. Grab the truck right here. So this is how I cut the body. This is not the body that comes on it, by the way. At least I hope not. I'm hoping J Concepts can get the other bodies out. But that is it. To me, this is a trail truck. Okay. To other companies, this is a comp truck. And I'm going to tell you right now, it did really good. Now, JP, this thing is actually pretty bad to the bone, man. So, and when I comped it this weekend, I kid you not, it is pretty much as it's going to come to you. Aside from the shocks, these are axial shocks. I didn't put the deluxe on it because I wanted to have the truck as close as I could to you. I even have the production servo that's going to be on it, which is a Power Hobby 190 MG. So, and dudes, I tell you what, it drove great. There's a lot of adjustment on the shocks to where you can really just have this thing squatted like crazy. But where it is right now, when the suspension compresses, it actually touches the chassis. That's how much compression this trail truck has. The front can be the same way. Servo gets way up into the chassis. So this is more than your little trail truck, buddy. Cheat code axles, front and back. Fusion SE was in it. And when I comped it, I had the big 2200 milliamp 3S right here. This exact battery. So it does good. I'm really happy with how that's working out. So that is going to be a phenomenal truck. Let's see where we're at here on the tickets. I forgot to talk about tickets. Huh. All right, let's see here. Let me just see what we've got here. All right. Get back to you. Cross key crawlers. Bottom holes in those mounts. I try to lift the body up, the tires on the body painted. Okay. Does everyone who runs a FuriTech 2004S battery have to run a BEC so the motor doesn't cut out? I noticed that I started having that when I went, but I was running like an 1100 servo. But when I was first testing it, I just simply looked at it and said, okay, it's going to have a BEC, but just looking at the thing, I'm like, okay, it's not going to be strong enough to handle a big servo. So I was running a 1400 direct power, 4S direct power, which I love that servo. But, and then somebody on here mentioned about the brownout issue. I'm like, what brownout issue? I didn't realize that there was a brownout issue at the time. But best way to go is direct power servo with that. Like with any of the AM32 or Escape 32 or whatever it is, just put an external BEC or direct power, man. It's just not, there's not enough room for a big BEC in there, to be honest with you. Cross keys, right, from one servo is not normal unless super powerful. Ponky, in the crawler world, man, you got sustained loads. I had a guy come out here the other day with a capacitor on there. And I'm like, dude, that's like, you might be lucky to get half a second out of that. I had to explain BEC and steady loads and steady amp draws to him. All right, so this is a good one. I mean, I'm sure 1,000 would be nothing to you considering I'm sure you've got almost 10,000 between your Shelf Queen X Max and full Vidavon Creighton 8S. Yeah, it's probably about right. If you get 3X shirts, I'll definitely get one. I like baggy shirts. I do too. I don't like my belly hanging out. Do we have an idea when the Trail X will be available for purchase? The shocks should be here by early next week, and hopefully my rails will be here. The goal is to try to get these things out by Thanksgiving. That's my goal. It's just getting all the parts here, getting all the stuff done. As far as assembly goes, I mean, wheels and tires are done, and I'm not venting them. They're not vented from me. But not vented from the factory, put it that way. Yeah. So if you're going to put this thing in the mud, I do got to talk to you about the mud. The receiver is not waterproof, and I don't believe I can make a waterproof receiver box for you. So this truck is going to come not waterproof. Everybody understand that. That's the way it's just going to have to be. If you want to waterproof it, uh, you can waterproof the receiver as you want. It will come with the 8-channel MIS transmitter. So 8 channels that'll hold 8 models as well. I will have spare receivers and stuff like that. They will be available on the website. I'm currently working on the website pages to get things like rails, link sets, shocks, all the different parts and pieces. There will be different skids available in case you want to change out the transmission to the OD3 or the reefs. I believe that's all I've got set up for it right now. I'll probably make one for the portal, even though I really don't think it's suitable for this one because it's kind of an open, at least the one I've got is. But anyway, it should be pretty awesome, I'm hoping. Sure, it's Kitty AA Day. Crawl, I've seen it. Lucky tickets, yes. This is looking lucky tonight. Will there be a choice of clear or black axles? The axles I've ordered are all silver. Okay, so the axles are silver on that one. I didn't make the switch back and forth because if I do 50%, if I do 20 silvers and 20 blacks, all the silvers will be gone, and now I don't want them if they're not silver axles, or the other way. So all the axles are silver. The frame rails are the silver carbon too. So I'm kind of trying to go with that theme. The body will be clear. It will be an actual RTR. It will be an actual RTR. The motor is a Fusion SE. So it's got that in it. It will come with the battery tray right back here. It will also come with, because on the trail you're going to need a winch. Getting a winch up here is not easy. But what I am going to do is make a bridge to go across to allow you to put a winch servo here, but you get to route the line up front. Because getting that into here is not going to be good. Now, if you want to put the servo behind the axle, that's on you. You can do that. The axle will come with that mount back there. And I have another bumper up for the front here, which I don't see that here, but it's another bumper with a servo mount in it. So you can actually put your winch right here. He'll take an internal spool servo winch. Okay, so that will drop into there. But that's going to be for you to put on your truck, because I know for a fact the way crawlers are. I do it, you do it. We're going to change things. We're going to make them ours, correct? So I will have different options available for it. And those are all, I'm working on them as fast as I can, put it that way. Conformal coating. What are the current tariffs like for the MIS axles? Marcus, some of these companies have found a workaround. China had. Now the receiver will be an 8-channel MIS receiver. If you want to conformal coat it, you go right ahead. I'm not going to touch them. Ponky, there is a deal, yes. Just waiting for everything to get finalized, I guess. I do not have the actual body for it. No, sir, I don't. I wish I did. Marcus, you finally got your Fusion Pro Elite. Dude, that is such a good motor. I got a feeling the old Fusion Pros are probably going to be liquidated soon. So, what's your video earlier today about the Carbon X Portal overdrive? How much overdrive did it? You know, fish racing, that's a good question. I really don't know. I did not try to even calculate it. I'm going to just guess at maybe 20 to 25%. So I'm just simply guessing on that. Now, Ponky, the Fusion 8, you're going to really want that. So, can you put that red cat on the floor trying to eat? Man, here, let me help you out a little bit. Get that thing in there nice, pretty. I'll add that on there to it so it can watch you eat. Let me get my big block swap. Andrea, yes, sir. I know. Warranty, right? So, what Andrea is talking about is that this will be, to my knowledge, the only truck that will be ready for a Fusion 8. Now, on the website, I'm going to try to figure out how I can make this work. I would like to put the option to allow you to order the truck minus electronics. Obviously, come off on the price a bit, but I like to get that to where you can make that an option to where you can order it as a roller. So, and the tires, really, you want these tires. They're good tires, really are. Dude, the old Fusion Pros. This past comp, I ran V1, which has got the Fusion Pro in it. I ran this right here, which has got the SE, and I ran Carbon X. And dude, the Fusion Pro in V1 was so that when by the time I made it to Carbon X, and it was, just really awesome power that pop, man, I had to relearn my driving. But it was really interesting. Marcus, all right, Marcus, right there, 27%. There we go. Thank you. So I wasn't too far off at 25. I've been hanging on to my Fusion Pro. Nothing wrong. Oh, dude, I got probably 20 of the motors and everything, and I'm not changing them out for nothing. I'm still rocking the original Fusion 1800. Okay. Want the tires and wheels. Would you know electronics? So, well, see, Andrew, from your plans, yeah, it would benefit you to not have electronics. So I've just got to get the website figured out to where you can delete that from the price. Because I don't want to have two listings. I want to have one listing, but have it set to where you can delete them if you want to. So I got to get a hold of my webmaster to see if he can walk me through on that one. It might be just a simple negative mark. I don't know. Well, I'll have to test it. Tip, any update on Carbon X parts and cut wires? Any update on your Carbon X parts and the cut wires? I have no idea at this point. You're going to have to message me and explain what we were discussing on that. Message me again, email me, however it was, and remind me of what I'm supposed to be doing over here. I'll take one. Links, chassis, trans, axles, no shocks, no tires, no. No, we're gonna at least have a roller, and then the RTR. I'm not gonna go tearing all that stuff apart. I'm hoping these shocks don't leak, man. I'm really trying that they don't leak. I have not taken the CJ7 out. It is still sitting over there. I'm just hoping that I get lucky enough to get a trailer before they sell out. They're going to be gone pretty quick. Okay. I did not recognize your name. Okay. I believe everything is in. So maybe I'll be able to get started on the build of that. Okay. Yes. I did not recognize you from the. I'm like, dude, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing for this guy. All right. So now I got you. Okay. Fusion SCA in a minute. Great. A few of my rigs. The FuriTech 2-in-1 is half the size, half the weight, and it's really good, especially in like the OD3 transmission. You get it in that, dude, I really like that system. Clayton, what was Clayton? What did Clayton say? Oh, he didn't do something. Sunday, finally made it. Get to work. Hoping to come back out this Sunday. All right, RC made it. Yes, sir. One thing all my trucks have are leaky shocks. That's for sure. I think some of my shocks have stopped leaking because they're empty as well. We talked on Facebook. Thanks. Carbon expert. All right, Mason. Cool. Yes, sir. Thank you, buddy. I'm glad I could help you with that. So let's go and check the website real quick. We got 20 minutes to go. Let's see what we can do here. All right, 20 minutes to go. And we have doing all right. Oh yeah, this Sunday we're having that cash comp. You're right. Paul, dude, I really want to do an obstacle course. As in like just simply gate it. This is what's on my mind for this. So to host him, dude, that truck that I had that had the messed up wheel hexes that the pin spun in, dude, those shocks were really nice. Those shocks were really nice. I actually contacted them about getting some of those shocks because they were really nice shocks on that truck, but I haven't heard anything. So I think about going with this other company. Ascent 32, it's a little one, isn't it? What servo on the RTR? It will have, it's got a Power Hobby 35 kg 190 mg. And when I ran it this weekend, dude, it powered the tires around fine. 5-inch razor wires. So it's actually, I was actually impressed with it, to be honest with you. I really was. Overpower the Hosim, I'd just be spinning the wheel hexes because I believe the rest of the truck is pretty solid, to be honest with you. I really think, dude, the truck drove great. It really did. Tires, obviously most of those trucks need better tires, but the truck drove really good. The motor had plenty of torque in it and everything. I mean, it really done good, except for the wheel hexes. RC Maniac, dude, you might as well comp with us because, dude, we joke, we have a good time out there. Believe me, we do our very best to avoid being all super serious. If you're going to be super serious, go find someplace else. We want to joke, have a good time, laugh, and just enjoy, what we're doing. That's the thing about it. I touched the Proline 525. I did at Proline, but I do not have them. All right, so you got the Creep 6. That should be good in there. I don't acknowledge that message. Hey, 25 trucks for December and one be random, the gold edition. Dude, that is kind of something I was thinking about. Now, on the release of that, so I did have to go with a much more expensive shock option, but I do got to tell you, I'm afraid if I release them, like say 25 trucks, I'm afraid if I release them all like say noon, they're just going to be gone. Okay. Would it be better if I did a like 10 at noon and then 10 more at like 8 p.m.? Because at 8 p.m. here is 5 p.m. or so out west. Would that be a better option? Because I really got a feeling they're going to be gone fast. And I got to turn right around. It'll take me possibly 2 to 3 weeks to get everything back in to have another batch. What's a good tire for asphalt? Heck, just burn up the stock ones first, buddy. Did you completely get rid of the home show and just take it out? Use a 2.19 firm makes a whole new system. Raymond, how much are they? The Pro Line 5. How much are they? What are we talking about here? Good evening. I thank Paul. Long time no see. Sounds good. We'll know ahead of time. So be ready by about Thanksgiving. Okay. Be ready by Thanksgiving. I can tell you that. And when I do the release, it will come with a video. Now, the first batch, I mean, I want to do a video, showing in more detail than what I've showed you guys here about the truck. It may very well be that exact truck right there and just show you the carbon rails and all that. It may be the exact truck, but uh, it's just, I got a feeling they'll be gone before the video's over. I could stretch the video out to about 2 hours. I know they'll be gone then. We'll figure it out. Okay. Mark got the flu, but might live. Oh, Nitro Pimp, you got the flu? Oh, the truck. I know I've said 630. I've said 650. I'm trying to hold to that. These shocks a little bit more expensive than what I had anticipated. Um, I'm not going to make a fortune on it, but as a business, I've got to make some, and I've got to be able to reinvest into it, to get, like, say I do 25 this time, I've got to be able to at least pick up, I have enough after it's over to where I could restock with 35 because I want to build this. Because next year and there's another version of this I want to put out, and there's another competition truck I want to build. So I may very well have two completely different trucks already scheduled for next year. I really want the Exocaged brand to be recognized everywhere, if that makes any sense. Big plans. Big plans. Rough trail estimate. I'm still going to try, and don't quote me on this. I don't know what it's going to be because I've got to figure every dime. Uh, Not all these companies are working around the tariffs. Shipping for the axles from Miss was $625 or something like that. Yeah. So just shipping is expensive. So I got to figure all of that in, but I'm trying to keep it at 650 shipped. Trying. When I added up all the parts individually, because I mean, I am a dealer, I do get manufacturer pricing on some stuff. I do get things at a lower cost. It's coming out to around 800 if you look at the retail of each individual part. So even at say 700 shipped, I'm looking at probably 45 to 50 bucks per truck to ship it. So that brings it down to 650, but at 700 you're still getting a lot of truck for your money. And I know it's a big chunk of change for a RTR. I get it. But there's a lot. What other truck out there is going to give you legit carbon bead locks? What truck out there is giving you legit metal axle housings, double jointed, turning like 70 plus degrees, a real 35 kg servo, a Fusion SE, 18% overdrive, 8-channel radio, 5-inch tires, legit J Concepts body right out of the box? None of them. So anyway, that's the breakdown on the pricing as best I can. So I mean, there is a ton of work in that. But the thing about it is, I could be working on this for 6 months, 8 months, every day spend a couple hours on that. When it comes time to release it, nobody cares about the investment to make it happen. Nobody cares. They just want it for pennies on the dollar. And as where I'm at with this kind of being my livelihood, I mean, it really is, to be honest with you. I've got to look at every expense to do this. Plus, I've got to be able to roll everything back in to get more in stock. So, and as I'm building this truck, I don't have the buying power of Horizon or any of the big names yet, but there's a lot of negotiation that goes into at my level building a truck like this to have it as an RTR. Uh, Links, parts, pieces for a competition truck like an Executioner or Carbon X, that was easy compared to this. Anyway, okay, let's get back onto you guys here. Sorry, y'all really got me talking on this truck here. So, all right, so we got 10 minutes left on the raffle. How are we doing on that? Let's check that. Let me get my lookies around here. Let's see how we're doing here. All right, I think we're going to do just fine here. All right. What if we throw money at you like at the club? Ponky, buddy. If you guys are throwing money at me at a club, you're throwing it in the wrong direction. I have never been on that stage. Deal. Plus 37 shipping more from VS. Dude, I remember when I got my first VS 410. That thing was like $750 for the kit. I remember that, dude. Andrew, yes, sir. Considering the original Vanquish origin were $849 for the kit with that, dude. I know, Marcus. Ponky, I see it with the margin. It's not about the margin so much as I really want to grow this thing. So, Ponky doesn't even need to be a simple. See, that's something that I personally want as a goal. I want to have an assembled truck that you might get put under a Christmas tree, open it up, charge a battery, and go for it. To me, that would be a huge accomplishment, at my level in this RC world, So it's a little bit in it for me as well. I just really want to say, yes, I've got an RTR available, which I just think would be amazing, right now. And Mark, also figure you can bolt in a Fusion 8. I don't know of any truck out there that is built for that. And I'm not even sure this one's built for it, but there's room for it. All you'll need is basically a 13-tooth mod 0.8 13-tooth pinion gear. You get them off of Amazon, eBay all day long. I understand that, Patrick. Dude, yeah, the Vanquish stuff was crazy how, but they've brought that price point down and made it way more affordable now. Ponky, well, I'm going to tell you right now, there has probably been just a rough estimate, possibly 200-300 revisions on the parts and pieces to go into this. I mean, there's a lot of things. LMX motor, it's what we have is a Carbon X kit, chassis, skid of your choice, and links, body mounts, all that. Nailed it. Yeah. Oh, let me ask you guys a question here. What if, like, say I offered it with no electronics? If I could figure that out, what if I could offer a premium version? Okay, this is something I was thinking about. The premium version would come with the same Fusion SE, or maybe I put we aren't going to have the elites in at that time, but it would come with the same SE, but a Reefs transmission and like a Reefs 900 servo. So basically, you would get a premium servo and a much better transmission. I think maybe better. I'm not sure. That Mias is pretty strong. You guys saw my test video, right? So understand the build a man takes time and sacrifice. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that, buddy. Can't wait to see that new body. Dude, me too. I saw it at Cherokee, and dude, I'm like, oh, I need 30 of those today. And then, man, oh man, I saw something else there. That will be the body I put on this for the next release. But I think I've already been questioned about, can I do a straight axle version? I might do a limited run of those as well, which I think will be pretty cool. Ponky, you're right about that. It's like women and their $1,000 purses. It's the same junk you see on the knockoff at the roadside for 30 bucks. It's the same stuff. But no, well, I got a $1,000 whatever it is, $1,000 handbag. You just got a $50 handbag. Ooh, I'm better than you. No, you're not. You just wasted more money. I don't want to bring anyone down. Just a fact. Premium roller. Well, that would just be. I'm not real. I mean, as far as premium roller, I'm not sure what I could do to make it any more premium than what it is, to be honest with you. It's got the best stuff I can get on it. So I don't know how I can make that any more premium, to be honest with you. ARTR Premium Edition. I know the Reef Servo would add a fortune to it. The Reef's transmission also a lot more expensive, so it would definitely raise the cost, but the rest of the truck will be the same though. RC Maniacs got the #1 crown now. I love watching RC. It's really cool stuff. Thank you, Patrick. Straight axle scale truck. Correct. Now, with the scale truck thing, we got 4 minutes left on the waffle here, the raffle. The scale trucks, they like to have a C-channel rail, and this is going to be a carbon rail. So, and one more thing I want to show you guys. Yes, yeah, Ponky, I don't want too many options because it'll make it more of a hassle on this end of it. But if you notice something here, and I'm thinking about taking this thing out for another video for you guys, look at the thickness of this chassis. Now, granted, this is printed, of course, but the carbon is going to be the same design. It's going to be thick. You have a lot of companies out here putting chassis out, and they got a big, stupid belly drop, and it gets down really thin. It's like, dude, you take that chassis and you can do this right here with it. You're like, oh, man. Not that one. Not that one. That one's built to take some abuse because I know how you're going to drive it. Because you're going to drive it the way I'm going to drive it. I like my trucks to have air under the tires. RTR Founders Edition. I'm sure Reef would get a kick out of that. Shoot, for $1,900, dude. Let me see, $2,000. What would I do to this thing to make it worth $2,000? Fusion 8, obviously. I would say I'd put better drive shafts on it, but I don't think there's any durability difference in the drive shafts that's going on this thing. To be honest with you, I think those are there. Could waste a bunch of money and get the deluxe axles, put those on there, but I don't think it's going to make a bit of difference. I think these turn better. I think these have better ground clearance. The deluxe does have the better servo location. I do like the way they have that servo laid down in the back. That's beautiful. I like that. This has better C knuckles, sharper turning, smoother turning. Shocks would be probably the deluxe 100 millimeters. I'm not sure. Servo will be a Reese 1400 all day long. Dude, I've had to change some rod ends because of my servo. Tires would be the same. I would just put some pro codes in there for you, set those up. I don't know if I can make it worth 2,000, to be honest with you. I don't think I could. Nitro Pimp fell asleep. Somebody take this crown from me, please. It's hitting the ceiling. Loud burns. Spray it gold. Carbon fiber needs to be rock solid. That's right. Last call. Yep. All right. We're about to finish this up, the raffle here. I put the 1400 on this thing. I saw Mios is making cut to limit drive shafts. They are, Marcus. They are. Can't get points anymore. Mios drive shafts are good, but these hobby parks are eating Mamba Monster. Dude, I've had really good luck out of the cut to length ones, like the ones you get off of Amazon, which was my original plan, actually, to get those. But I'm actually going to go with the Mios because if you swap transmissions, you get the different skid. You don't have to worry about the drive shaft not being long enough. You'll have plenty of slip to make it happen. So, all right. So it is 8 o'clock. Customary, I will cut it off at 8:01 just in case people are there trying to get them tickets last minute. There are quite a few people on the website. If you're on the website right now and you're listening to me, get it done quick because it is about to be turned off. You guys literally have seconds to get this done. I am clicking the draft, which will draft this thing. I am waiting to click the save button. And this thing will be off here. I'm assuming about 10 seconds or so. And look, I did remember to bring the phone to pull the number. Haha. There we go. It is over. It is done. It is done. Let's see where we at. 10 live visitors. Let me see here. Okay, I see. It looks like they may have cleared out. Orders. Everybody's looking good. Ooh, that one came in right on time there. So it looks like everybody, hopefully you've got your ticket numbers, all of that in there. Let's see. Looks like there are, looks like 87. Is that what it is? 87? I'm just going through the numbers, making sure I've got everything correct here. I see 113 available with 85 sold. That doesn't add up. It looks like 87 will be the final number. Should be 87. I'm just making sure here, checking all this stuff out. All right, yeah, I think we're good. We go back to you guys here. Are there any available RC builders? Huh? Congratulations to the winner. Build something crazy. Yes, normal. The RC store will. Marcus, tonight's the night, bro. Dude, Marcus lost his lucky charm, didn't he? To build a Mias Capra Axle monster truck. That would be super smooth, but man, you wait till you see what somebody's working on. Whoa. You think you would put a brushless system in the Ascent 32? A brushless system in the Ascent 32. I got to set that up for you guys. If not, I know you guys are sitting there waiting like, come on, quit milking it. The way it looks, there's actually quite a bit of room for a little outrunner, to be honest with you. This is larger than the Orlando. All right, restart. We're going to settings. I think there is 87 on here. Done. We will restart that. I've got 87 on here. I just want to make sure I've got everything correct here. Just want to verify. I mean, it's all turned off. You can't get them anymore. So, yep, 87. That's what I thought. Just wanted to be sure. All right. Are we ready? Okay. So, who wins tonight's Carbon X? I got all 1 through 87 on here. Let's see. Drum roll, please. Only issue maybe the battery on the Ascent 32, not much runs on 1S. Well, Marcus, we would have to change that to 2S, wouldn't we? 79. I'm looking at this. I forgot to look at it, and I'm seeing, what the heck? It's already there, 79. Who is 79? Who is 79? Is 79 around? It's one of the later ones. Who is 79? Is 79 here, or do I got to start looking and see if I can find out who got 79? I am waiting. Marcus, no way. Did you finally get your lucky charm back? You got your lucky charm back? Really? My Capra bounce. Oh, the Capra bouncer's been gone, buddy. Marcus Andrew finally got his charm back, man. You guys are all in trouble now. So I want to do another raffle, but I want to let this one run all next week. See if you guys would be interested in it. All right, let me go get this thing. So Marcus, hey, at least I got your address saved. Oh, that last one, huh? I want to raffle this right here next week. All right, let me see here. I think we mentioned this before. I've got this right here. Now, all I have done to this is wheels and tires. Otherwise, it is box stock. The underside is barely even scratched. So I was thinking about taking some pictures of this. I mean, this one got the stock servos, everything on it. I'll see about taking some pictures of that, and you know, just letting this run for the whole week. What do you guys think? I mean, I think it could be good. I mean, nice vehicle. This is the newest version with the 4-wheel steer and everything. So this isn't some old one. Dude, somebody said that, Ponky. Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is with that. So I think this would be a good vehicle. I know with this particular one right here, maybe I'll do a video on it promoting it, right? But anyway, yeah, I will do that actually. With this one, they changed the gearing in the transmission, so it's a lower gear on the transmission. It's not that fast one, and they did some work on the shocks. I think it was just different shocks, as where the original one, the shocks were so unruly, were just so uncontrolled that, and I've told you guys this before. I tried to comp a box stock Capra, not this version. I quit my own comp with it. It was so bad, so bad. But this one right here is a different story. Once you get that, now it does have an insert of some kind in it. They may be mine, they may not be. I honestly don't know. It's been a while. Yeah, it does have an insert in them of some kind. Uh, ooh, ooh. This is going to add value. This is, I believe, these are real Vanquish wheels. They actually say method on them. That would mean they're real Vanquish, correct? So I think they got mine. Lyle, I haven't got haven't got it up yet, but what I'll do is I'll make a video and get the video posted and put a link in it to get the tickets down below. So, does Vidavon make a set of Capra axles? Glenn, yes, sir, they do. But they are under a different name. They are under a name that I believe states everything is made in America. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah, I believe they are actual real Vanquish wheels. So that would add some value to it as well. So, like I say, I'm not sure about the inserts, but they're in there. They feel a little bit too stiff by modern standards, though. Maybe I'll swap them out for something a little softer. Have a great night, y'all. Thanks for the fun live. Yes, sir, Patrick. Week round 1. I guess if I'm going to put this out, I need to get on the video, hadn't I? Get on the video, get it done. These I don't like these inserts now. I think my tastes in inserts have went up. But I know I don't have the foams for these, so I can't put pro codes in them. I have to put something a lot softer, I think. But anyway, when I do the video, and which I'm gonna have to get it done quick to let it run for the week. We will do it. Well, I don't have any. I don't have the foams for these tires anymore. If I have some foams laying around, like I have foams laying around. Marcus Landry. All right, so rapid fire. Who wants to do some rapid fire? Now, I do have X codes for these. That I do. That I can do. That would be better than what's in here, I believe. Scott Pennington. All right, so I guess I will see if I can get that going. Get some glory pictures put up and all that stuff for it. So great content on your channel. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. So if I got some foams, I'll do that. But I don't know. I really like the pro codes. I really do. I will look for some foams and see if I can do some pro codes in these. What came first, the chicken or the egg? I hate to say it. Definitely the rooster. AZ Desert. Yes, sir. You missed it, buddy. Gonna try a mad ESC. Anyone use ES? Usually when I make ESCs mad, they let the magic smoke out. So that's not a good thing. Oh. Take that. Oh, I just thought of it a few minutes ago. Oh man. Man, I saw a GIF on TikTok. I think it was TikTok or Instagram, one or the other. And this chicken, obviously it was AI. Dude, man, AI is just crazy. This chicken was just spitting eggs out like 10 eggs a second or something, just like a machine gun. And I'm thinking, geez, after about 20 eggs, there's no chicken left. So anyway, all right. So we are finishing up, I guess, right here. Everybody is wrapping up, and I will get a hold of Marcus to see how he wants to build his. And this gives you 2 Carbon X's now, doesn't it? Yeah, you actually bought a Carbon X, didn't you? Dual stage foams actually still have a place. Dual stage foams have a big following still. They really do. The best thing for dual stage foams, in my opinion, is to not do them and to do something like the Pro Code. The dual stage is awesome, but the Pro Code has focus on the outside edge. And the focus on the outside edge, well, these have Pro Codes in them. You can see that edge right there, hopefully. And that is what stops your side roll. The foam gives you your pressure, your tire pressure, and your contact patch and all that. So to me, the Pro Code's the way to go. 9 mod ESCs. I've never messed with 9 mod ESCs. Old school brushed comp crawler. I don't know that you can fit a 540 brushed motor in that. It'll be a lot easier to fit that into an Executioner if you wanted to go that route. I mean, it's the same cost either way. Do they have a stubby brushed motor out there? I know you have to have the really good one though. I don't know. We can talk about it to see and come up with a game plan. Oh, I did the one for the micro. I did that one. The other one though, I'm not sure where it is. I done something with the whole truck though. I think that's it over there. I was going to build a 6S truck. I believe that's it, sitting right over there. No, I haven't done anything to the Holmes motors. No, sir. 40 Integy 30. Dude, those old Integy motors used to be the best way to go, man. But could you do a Pro Code for a 2.2 by 575 tall tire? Yes. And I've got one. They're not here, but I've just printed 4 of them. I got a set of cut and shut rock bumps by J Concepts. They're skinny, but it will be a simple yes. Actually, I do actually. So yes, sir, I sure can. 3 executioners. I may change one of them out to brush. Right? I mean, I would just do that to one of those then for sure. Mark Scott, dude, I really like the Pro Codes. I mean, I took the inserts out of these to go to Pro Codes on this. When I release this, I will also have a Pro Code specifically for this truck. Just so you know. On that page, you will have the option for the Pro Codes. You'll have the option for different skids. You'll have options for it. Because to release a truck, you also have to have, like, you can't just take this and release it with no parts support, with no infrastructure, no options. I mean, even Red Cat had the brass on the front as an option. And there are other things that the aftermarket, I guess you could say me, are coming out with it. I mean, heck, I've even got pins for the darn things. But I'm trying to come up with an ecosystem for this truck. The skids, winch mounts, possibly, I don't know why I do different body mounts or not, but I might mess with those a little bit. Just have different options available for it. But I will tell you this, as a trail truck, because like I told you, to me, that's a trail truck. To other people, to other companies out there, I've seen their comp trucks. I've driven their comp trucks. And by their standards, that's a comp truck. I view comp trucks as Executioner, Carbonex, CL, Poised, Exo.us. I view those as competition trucks. As just the way I view them, if that makes any sense, you know? Carbonex, Brian. Brian, you probably spent enough in tickets to possibly get one. I mean, really getting the carbonate kit is not very expensive. At least I don't think it is. Crawler ones, and it could crawl super slow and cycle and spin. Would that be like the old Cobalt motors, Punky? The old Cobalt crawler motors? Cut and shut rock bumps. Ooh, so you need. Okay, Zach. Message me, and I will show you what I've got for mine. The sidewalls are vertical off those wheels. I've got them. Well, I've got them set for the deluxe loaded dice wheels. I mean, I can obviously make them to fit the 2.2 versions of these if that's what you're running, but I have them for the beadlock, the bolt-on beadlock version deluxe wheels. If that's what you're running, I may already have what you want. Just click print. Oh, is my hair up? I even tried to brush it today. I found a brush, and I had like most of the little prongs sticking out of it. I used it. Best being the best of something, right? Well, Struts comes out. I plan on getting one. I also want a Carbon X. Brian Button, yes, sir. No, they had a blue LED light on the back. Really? Okay, that was way industrial then there, buddy. I run the Duratrax Deep Woods tires, so they are. Dude, the Duratrax Deep Woods tires, those are a really good tire. I've used them before. A really good tire. Drag boats and RCs crawlers. Yes, sir. That was over about 20 minutes ago, buddy. Red Cat should bring me on board with the Vertex 6. I think I may have the most aftermarket parts available from anybody for this truck at this point. And I get these right here done. It'll be 2 more. I mean, obviously, very few of these will sell, but if you do a 4-wheel steer, that's when you'll want this. This right here, well, not this one, the other one here, somewhere around here, will be the one for the front right here. So I've just got to finish adjusting this right here, and I'm gonna actually I'll probably have them listed tomorrow on the website. So Zach, dude, it's kind of crazy at the differences in different areas, isn't it? I know. I was talking to somebody the other day about competition trucks, and I said, man, from everything I've been seeing from the other guys in other states and all their courses are what I'm calling a breakover course. You got to get across. You got to get that belly across it. So a truck like, say, a Exocutioner would have an issue. This would have an issue. This, oddly enough, can get across things, but you got to use a little bit of momentum. So, Glenn, the Vertex is a straight axle. Yes, sir. It's just a regular straight axle truck with double joints in it, by the way. Yeah, see, we had to make the cheater class to get all these forward skid trucks out of class 2 and 3. Because I mean, you guys are showing up with a VRD. I love the VRD. Great truck. But they were just simply outgunned from the start. So we had to get them out a little bit. Nitro Pimp, man, I'm going to tell you what. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. To me, the scale proportions are way better than the SCX6. The body, the lines, look at that fender. Look at how nice that fender is. Oh, man. Ooh, that slope back of that windshield, good for aerodynamics. The back, you see how it's got this little rib right here? What that is, when the air goes across the top of the cab, it drops in behind it, and it has like a built-in spoiler. All thermo aerodynamics. Yep. Thermonuclear fission at its finest. Dude, I got to go drive the Funko. I haven't driven that thing in forever. The track is perfect sandy right now, too. Yeah, SX10 Pro kit in the box. Well, If I had a pro kit new in the box, what would I do with it? That's a tough one. It's kind of historical now. Probably just build the trail truck out of it. Honestly, I mean, I I like the truck, but it's so far outclassed by almost everybody now. It really is. Let's see if I can make a trail truck from it. Yeah. Ponky, you're right on the money, buddy. Yes, sir. You got an Axial Yeti XL. Now, see, that may actually have some value because it's like nobody has that anymore. Pro axles are good, but weren't people having knuckle problems and turning the centers in them? Weren't they having issues with that? See, RC Maniac, I do have some shelf queens. I have a really nice Clodbuster. I have a Midnight Pumpkin. I have a Rebel RC. I have two Sherps. I have the Napa Hauler, the big flatbed on that one. I've got a few that I really like to just take care of and keep on the shelf, though. Watt transmission is a Carbon X Fusion 850 milliamp skid. The Fusion for the Fusion that comes with the OD3 transmission, but to fit the Fusion, I couldn't put the battery up front because the Carbon X really isn't built for that long of a motor. Now, if you're going to get the Fusion Elite, then I can show you my setup and duplicate that setup for you. Are you going to get the Fusion Elite? I'll go grab my truck so I can show you guys the actual setup that I've got in mind. And dude, it fits perfectly. And it is a Carbon X. Hang on. I'm gonna have too much stuff on my table. Man, it's getting a little crazy here. All right, so let me show you my Carbon X. I'll show you the setup that I've got. If you're going to do the Fusion Elite, servo on top, okay? Fusion Elite, you're going to want like the deluxe portal transmission with like an 11 tooth pinion gear. So I can get this up close for you so you can see this setup. So you've got that in there. It barely fits. So barely fits in there. This fits a 654S right here. The underside of it has got the slip skid technology right there. You can see the marks on it. So it is a usable thing. It's not just something, throw on there. Covers the motor. Everything fits beautifully in there. I did do the double bend on the rear links. So I've got that. And pretty much that's it. Now, as far as servos to go, I mean, I highly recommend the 1400, but that new BKTT servo that I tested, dude, that's a hoss of a servo now. And it's like $100 versus 190. Might be something to think about. But yeah, I do prefer the 1400. And obviously, right? All right, let me get myself back down into here. Man, I got too many vehicles on my table. Man, Clayton can tell you this table has been a complete disaster. I mean, just crazy. See, Malt Nitro guy. MX Moto, buddy. My Sherps, dude, they are so rare. They are so rare, buddy. It would take a heck of an offer just to get the lower one, the easier one. It will take a heck of an offer. And then the one I've got that I ordered before Ukraine Russia war. Then about 6 months later, ended up getting it through a company in Canada. That's how I got that one. And that one has 4 Fusion Pros in it. The left side tires, I need to take them off. When you drive it, they'll start kind of sagging a little bit. But I need to Just basically take them off, find the hole, put a little seal on them. They've been doing that since I got the thing new, though. But there's that's a heck of a vehicle, though. And I believe both of them are on the Dumbo radios because there was something I did to them to where I think I showed this the throttle or something. I had to reverse the wires in the pot to make it right. It was kind of a crazy thing there. Any events coming up? The next big event here is going to be Sean's Jack's RC Recycle and Repair. His No Man Left Behind event is in between Christmas and New Year's. And I've also got to get see if I can find a date with Cherokee, do something in December for a meet and greet. Who's building the Trail X's? Me. I do have a buddy that's helping. He put all the tires together for me. I've got the front links done. I've got to put the rear links together. And then the rest should be bolting stuff together for the most part. No, the Sherps, dude, they get driven once a year, maybe. Trying to send a new one. Okay, yeah, please, Brian. So we have an updated listing on that, please. I appreciate that. You can fit a long motor if you want. Put a nitro on the table one day just for that. Sean does have nitro engines out there. I could put that on there. Ooh, I know what I'll do. I'll put a nitro engine in the Vertex. You think maybe he'll like it then? Trail X will get the upgrade RC Razor wires in the pink compound. They're sticky. They're good tires. I think if I put a nitro in the Vertex, I think Nitro Pent would probably like it then. Probably think it's the best looking thing out here. Yeah, that's a good idea though. But yep, I got these tires a while back, and dude, I mean, I really like them. You can also get them cut and shut skinny through Enlighten RC, and that's what I've got here. You can see the difference in width on the tires. You can also see that I keep put the bars together and all on there. Really aggressive. And I tell you, I've comped this thing quite a bit, and I don't hardly see any tire wear on them. They are doing really good. Really nice. I don't know. Nitro's been done in crawlers before. So is it sickened by the Vertex? Yeah. I had someone offer me a Savage Octane engine the other day. It also runs. Ooh. Boat motors and crawlers don't go together, but when they do, it's amazingly. Crawlers are good with. Oh, you said boat motor. Let's say crawler boats. I say you put a trailer on the back of them, it goes pretty well. Yeah, I think it's time for us to call it. So go ahead and wrap this thing up, and I'm going to get back to work on this. I really want to get this done and available tomorrow. So tomorrow I got to do a video on the Capra for that big raffle next Tuesday, and I want to get this done so I can have this ready when I get the dig unit from West Desert Wheeler. I'm ready to go on that. So, man, it's just one little piece, and this would have been perfect. But regardless, it's going to be perfect when I release it. Man, I've got this thing braced well, too. All the bolts, everything, even got the angle of the link mount, all that stuff. Yeah, buddy. All right. I might put the video up tomorrow evening of the Capra just to go ahead and get that one started. So, I mean, I could take pictures and put them on the website. And I get that going tonight, actually. I don't know. We'll see. You have to make a hitch for the Trail X. You know, people want to put trailers behind it. Yeah, I got that. I got that. So, all right. So, yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. And when I get a date from Cherokee in December, possibly like the first weekend of December, I'll have to look at the calendar. See what we can do with that. All right, guys. You all have a great day. I'm gonna wrap this up. Send that front vertex brace to allow for lead weights. Marcus, well, see, this whole area here is open. So there is room for that. You can stack your lead weights right here. It'll be behind the axle. It'll be out of sight, everything. So that is actually that is yeah. And I think the 475 being a heavier print will be perfect up front. Anyway, let me wrap this up and get back to work on this so I can have this ready to go. Yeah, Logan is an awesome dude. I really enjoyed out at Proline running with him and Wyatt. I thought that was a fun time, man. It really was. Off camera, man, there was so much tech spoken. It was crazy. Anyway, you guys have a great day. I'm pinching it off. Not gonna happen.